Well, hello, PointPay family. I'm Vladimir Karapoltsov, the CEO of PointPay, and you're watching the third part of our regular AMA session series. Today, we'll wrap up the August news, and I will give you some latest news and updates and releases on our PointPay platform. And of course, I'll be answering all of your questions. And with me is Diana. Hello, Diana.
Hello, everyone.
So yet again, Diana was kind enough to collect all of your questions in the form that you've submitted, that we've posted earlier, and she will be monitoring the chats whilst I'm conducting this AMA session. But before we move into our exciting topics, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Press the bell button so you will be notified first about our upcoming releases. And yes, give us a comment. Any comment will do that improves the YouTube algorithm. So what's the agenda for today? So we'll start with a new payment provider on our platform. Then we'll talk about the upcoming launch of our P2P trading service. And finally, I'll share some thoughts about the Bitcoin's all-time high and Ethereum success in August. So let's get started. So first topic is the addition of the new payment provider on PointPay. So this time it's Banksa. So, which will expand our crypto purchase operations for users in many, many more countries. So we already added a new payment provider earlier this year, and I promised that we could continue to work so that we will continue to work in this direction. So now you'll have one more option to choose from. Like other providers, Banksa services are available only in certain regions. So it may not be accessible for everybody, but it depends on your country. Still, most users will be able to find Banksa in their list and compare its conditions with other providers. So pick whatever best works for you and make your experience as smooth as possible. And since there's nothing more to add here, let's move on to the second and more exciting topic of today. So the upcoming launch of the P2P trading platform. As you know, PointPay has always been a centralized exchange, but it doesn't work for everybody exactly. So we've developed our own solutions for those of you who prefer to trade directly with other users. So this new platform will offer trading with kind of automated escrow, multiple payment methods and built-in safety features. In short, it's a complete solutions for cases where centralized exchanges may not be a best fit for you. And it's important to know that this P2P platform is not a separate platform. It will remain part of the PointPay ecosystem with its new features kind of closely integrated within PointPay. Originally, we planned to release the P2P in September. However, I can't confirm the exact date yet. So it's plausible that we will be able to release it within the next few weeks whilst we're polishing it. So in this case, you will be able to expect the release in early to mid-October. Still, I really hope that you can make it in time for the launch in September. And I'd love you to share some more details, and I'd love to share some more details about the conditions and the technical features, but still, since it's not kind of finalized and we're still testing and we're still kind of going through the final polishing, giving it kind of the final polishing touches to it, you will be able to experience it very, very soon. What I can promise now is that we will publish a separate article with all of the information once it's released. Sorry, let me just have some tea. So personally, I'm really looking forward for its launch, because P2P trading will unlock many opportunities for you to kind of trade and manage your assets, and we already have plans and feature updates and improvements. Obviously, also, it's one of the ways that we're planning to attract new users to our platform. P2P is incredibly popular in Eastern Europe. It's incredibly popular in India, in Africa, and in South America. So we're hoping to attract new users through this new feature. So let's move on to the news. So let's move on to kind of our next topic, Bitcoin all-time high and Ethereum's kind of very strong very stable performance. So first of all, congratulations to everyone on another Bitcoin all-time high from late August. So historical maximum has climbed kind of slightly, reaching 124,500. So it's an impressive milestone, and once again kind of shows the Bitcoin's potential. So it's very possible that this year, I think, we will be able to reach even higher all-time high of, I don't know, who knows, 150,000 or even more, because not that long ago, I remember everyone was saying that, an all-time high of 100,000 was unreachable. Now we're close to 125,000. So, I think we will be able to be there. So yes, but of course, it all depends on the news. It all depends on the market sentiment. It all depends on demand for Bitcoin itself and on politics. What Trump says. What the Fed, the SEC, the European Union says, and yes, so on all of those things. And remember that the crypto winter. No one is immune from the correction. So to stay cautious, don't make hasty decisions based only on historical charts. What grows today may not necessarily grow tomorrow in the future. So no matter how we want it to. And yes, that being said, the crypto market is very optimistic, not only because of Bitcoin, but because of obviously Ethereum, the second kind of biggest cryptocurrency. For the first time in 4 years, Ethereum has come close to the all-time high after long price declines and kind of countless jokes and memes about Ethereum. I'm genuinely happy for the Ethereum holders, especially those who bought it at the lower levels instead of at the peak, so, and I'm confident that Ethereum still has more things to offer, really. At the same, at the same time, as the team, Vitalik and the crew, they keep on improving the blockchain, introducing kind of new innovations and making Ethereum great again, as they say in America. Once again, congratulations to all Ethereum holders, and best of luck to those who continue holding it despite, a very strong temptation to sell it. Yes, so moving on, let me remind you about the ongoing event that we have at the moment. So that's the Listing Fest number 2. Starting from September the 8th, we've been listing new assets on our exchange every single day. All of those assets are available for trading with 0 fees, and this event will run until September the 21st, so quite soon it will finish. Since the start of the Listing Fest, we've already listed 4 tokens, and you can find the announcements on our social media channels. Make sure to try out the new listings and assets, and don't miss out on the opportunity to trade them completely free of charge. And the user activity remains very, very strong, since you can trade them completely free. So yeah, do join us for this event. And one more short announcement before you move on to the questions. So very soon, a new section called PointPay Reviews will appear on our website. It will be dedicated. It will be a dedicated page that will serve as a central hub where users can easily access information about PointPay and share their own experience. We will have a connection to the Trust Pilot there as well. So, I think it's quite a cool thing. And we plan not only to integrate access to the PointPay reviews across all different platforms, but we will also provide you with the selection of the most recent and relevant feedback about our platform. In essence, it will become a simple and convenient place to either read or leave your comments about PointPay. One of the main purposes of this new section is to make it easier for the newcomers to explore the platform, and we will have many networks, chats, and the communities with all of the conversations and feedbacks about us. And after the launch, you will be able to share just one link with the friends, a beginner, to simply, I don't know, like a curious user, and that link will read kind of directly We'll link directly to the PointPay website, where you will be able to read all of the comments about us in the PointPay review section. It might be a small addition, but it's certainly a valuable one for our website. And I think that wraps up the information part about our platform. So let's move on to the questions.
Okay, so the first question is, what are the plans for the NFT platform in the future? Any updates or improvements?
So first we need to go through the post-release stage. So we'll gather the statistics on user activity, the networks, and kind of the interest, and then we will analyze and plan accordingly. So our main task right now is to eliminate any bugs or issues that might have slipped through the net of the first version. And of course we've tested everything so thoroughly, but you never know what might happen under the specific conditions. If you spot any issues, of course, please contact a member of our team so we can correct them as soon as possible. As for the future plans, our main focus is on adding more networks and building integrations with other NFT platforms. What else? We might have, we have already added the OpenSea, and so it's one of the most popular platforms. So if something is listed on OpenSea, it is now listed on the PointPay network there. And kind of in longer term, we plan to expand the networks even further and to add even more features for the token creation, integrate even more AI features. So right now you can create a token through an AI prompt, and we will integrate kind of more features into that, and kind of explore kind of more modern trends that are happening in the market. Not everything will necessarily reach the release stage, of course, but some ideas will work and some will not. Some might get postponed, but yes, we have great plans for the NFT platform, and of course in terms of kind of development of our PXP blockchain, which is integrated into the PointPay NFT platform itself, and that was kind of the main reason why we've created it. So yeah, that's the answer.
Okay, and then the next and the last question is, how do you evaluate the current state of PXP?
I think the current state of PXP looks good. We are strong and stable, as Theresa May used to say back in the day. The price has been holding steadily at around 2.5 cents to 0.7 cents, and it's sometimes slower growing, sometimes it's slightly decreasing, but I think the stability is a good indicator of what is happening to the market. And I think thanks to the recent releases of our new user levels and the NFT platform, and the future release of our P2P platform, and of course our plans to release the PointPay futures trading as well, we will be adding even more utility to our token. It's a key kind of metric for tokens like PXP, and as the utility grows, all of the metrics will improve as well. Are we planning to stop? Absolutely not. We're working on adding NFT related bonuses to user levels, improving the platform that features things like P2P and much more. And over the years, the crypto industry has created some sense of urgency amongst the users. And if everything should happen here and now, I'll admit, even I sometimes felt the pressure to match the pace, but PointPay's path is one of the steady and consistent ones in terms of growth. We don't hype, we don't make loud statements. Instead, we keep on growing, keep on improving, keep on increasing our user base, keep on increasing the use cases for the PXP, etc. Every quarter, every year, I think we've been adding more features. We're growing very steadily. And I'm sure the experienced users can really appreciate that. PointPay and PXP in particular, we will continue to grow, we will plan, and we have the expertise and resources, and we will never let the opportunity slip. I think that is all I wanted to say about the PXP. Okay, so on that somewhat inspiring note, we're coming to the end of this AMA session, the final one for this series. And thank you to everyone who has watched this and the previous AMAs. Once again, let me remind you of how important your engagement is. Liking and commenting and subscribing takes just a few seconds, but it really, really means a lot to us. So other viewers, can engage within our content. That is all for me today. See you at the next AMA session in a couple of weeks, which will take place, very, very soon. And I promise you to come back with even more updates and new exciting news and announcement. And thank you again, Diana, for helping me out today. See you all soon. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. And go PXP. Thank you.